Hey, what's up, Michael? This is Steven. I spoke to you about this video that I told you I was going to send. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things that, when done correctly, it'll actually get you a lot more visibility on Google and get you some more high quality jobs. Now, if by the end of this video you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you those high quality jobs, you can just respond back and we can chat. Or if you just want to take this information and implement it yourself, that's fine as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. The three things I'll be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. And I'll explain to you why they're so important as well, right? So, content is pretty much everything on your front page, really your entire website, but primarily your front page. Now, most business owners, they understand that the content on the homepage of a website is important, but they're unsure of really how much content and what type of content, or even unaware of this, of what Google is looking for to get you ranked, right? So Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the websites of these service-based industries such as locksmithing. This will give you plenty of opportunity to add in all these, we call them buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And this is basically what people are searching for when they're searching for your services in Google, right? So I went ahead and I pulled up this is the main competitor, and I pulled them up in Greensboro just because Greensboro gets the most searches for locksmithing. And so I put them into a tool here that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool is very valuable. It pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google's actually using to rank websites. Now over here in the right section, this 37 tells us that their website, guilfordlocksmithing.com, is currently being found for 37 keywords. And over the past 30 days, their site was clicked on 280 times because of that. Now, I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool, and you guys are currently being found for two keywords. And because of that, you were clicked on three times in the past 30 days. So let's go back to our competitor, and we're going to click on their keywords number here, and that's going to bring up an entire list of all the keywords they're currently being found for. The ones that we really want to pay attention to are the ones with the locations attached to it, like Greensboro, NC, Greensboro, North Carolina, but especially this one right here. Locksmith Greensboro, NC was searched 700 times in the past 30 days. And our competitor's website was clicked on 138 times just for that term, right? So let's go ahead and look at the two keywords that you're currently being found for. So you got the good ones here. So you are in Kernersville, um, and that's good. So you're being searched for there, but there's not a whole lot of search volume there. So there was only 30 compared to that 700 in Greensboro, right? So if you do service Greensboro, I would highly recommend you grab all those that are relevant to you, all these location-based keywords, and put them on your site. You can even add a page here, a locations, like a locations tab, and you can have all your locations, and you could have one for Greensboro, and you can put all those keywords on your Greensboro location, right? Um, just a recommendation if you do service that area. And then, but not just put them on once, but you'd want to find out how many times they have those keywords on their site, and you'd want to put them on more on your site. That way you guys would become the authority as far as content goes in the Greensboro area. Now, the next thing I want to go over is what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like locksmith, Greensboro, NC, or Kernersville, whatever it may be, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are going to click on one of these businesses here. Now, this is called the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people, they're under the impression that its reviews are the primary driver to get you ranked in here. And if that was the case, Burnham's should be blowing out these two, right? And Guilford probably shouldn't even be on the list. So it's not reviews, it's actually what we call citations. And a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. You probably already have a few. Most businesses have some of them. And some examples of these are like Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, BBB is one. And but we usually see that it's the businesses that have at least like 250 to 300 citations that end up really dominating this map pack here. And now the good news is there's tools that are available that will let us see the citations for all these businesses. So for example, say we find that Guilford Locksmithing has 250 citations or something like that. You would go down that list and you would grab citations from all those directories that you don't already have all the way down the list, and then just grab like 100 more, and that's enough to put you on top of the map pack there and get you a piece of that 45% of people that are clicking in this section. Now, underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results listing. Now, this spot right here will get right around 40% of the clicks, where this is split up between 45, this is 40%. And the main driver here is what we call backlinks. Now backlinks, they're essentially when you have other websites on the internet and they have a link on their site that when clicked, it leads back to your site. That's a backlink. And Google uses these as kind of like an online referral system. And the more relevant that website is that's linking back to you, the better. And what I mean is, like, for example, say you have a local blog, like a local Greensboro blog page, or a popular locksmithing site. It could be nationwide, something like that, and they're linking back to you. That's actually what's going to push you up in the rankings for Google. Now, since you guys are a locksmithing company, say you have like a popular site like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Now, Pizza Hut gets a lot of traffic, very popular, but it's not going to do you any good in Google's eyes because you have nothing to do with pizza, right? So let's go to this tool again, and this is our competitor again. And just to be clear, it's your content and primarily your keywords that get you found by Google, and it's the backlinks that get you ranked by Google, right? So currently, Guilford Locksmithing has 530 backlinks, and they're getting all those links from a total of 329 other websites. They call them referring domains here. So let's go ahead and look at your backlinks. Now, this is the tool with your website. You currently have 14 backlinks coming from a total of 13 websites. So it's not necessarily the amount, right? Like I said, it's the relevance of those backlinks. So we know that since this company is up top, that they've got a lot of relevant backlinks. So we want to click on this number to see what websites they're getting their backlinks from. So we can click on that 329, and this is going to bring up a list of all the websites they're currently getting their backlinks from. And now this is time consuming, but completely worth it. What you'd want to do is reach out to each of these that you don't have already, these websites, and acquire backlinks yourself. Now, if you did that through all of them, there's 7 pages of them, so it would definitely take a while. But if you did that, you would actually, over time, put yourself in contention for this number one spot. But what would really ensure you that number one spot is if you did that same thing with like the um, top three businesses here, top 3 web pages. It would take some time, but you would become number one. Now, just to recap what we went over, the first thing is content. So you want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second is citations. You want to be, I'd say, in at least 300 to 350 directories to really dominate the map pack here. And then lastly is backlinks, right? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site. That way you're showing Google that it's you guys that are the authority when it comes to locksmithing services in the Greensboro area. Like I said, it would take a little bit of time, but you would end up in that number one spot. That's the blueprint. Now, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine. Or you can give me a call or respond back to this email, and we can book a discovery call. Again, my name's Stephen Hogue. I live right here in North Carolina, You can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or like I said, you could just respond back to the email. But either way, I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.